Hello. Welcome back to another episode on Exclusive Diaries. If you enjoy my videos, please subscribe and leave a like. Let's get into the story now. I caught my brother in bed with my wife. I don't know how to deal with this. This was actually almost 5 months ago. Yet I feel like I was stabbed in the heart 5 seconds ago. I'm a delivery driver for FedEx. So I'm never away from home. So why is wife always complaining that I'm away for too long? One day my brother tells me he wants to go on vacation. I'm like, where to? He wants to go snowboarding. That same day, wife tells me she's going on vacation with her friends. Of course I believed her. She left a day before brother did, so I thought I had nothing to worry about. I don't have any kids with wife yet. 2 weeks later, my neighbor told me my brother was holding hands with my wife. My brother is married. Somehow, his wife looks like my wife. I always found that weird. I thought since he was old, he mistakenly confused himself with my sister-in-law. I'm coming home from work one day, I go in my house. All I had in my mind was, I need a shower. Go to my room and I see my wife shirtless, literally sleeping next to my naked brother. I'm not a fighter, I never been in a fight before, but I grabbed his foot and yanked him off my bed. I start screaming at him. She wakes up and starts saying the typical female crap, it's not what it looks like. I learned they've been going at this for 2 years. After that scenario, I told his wife. This isn't the first person he cheated on her with, so she had enough. She started divorce procedures. I did the same. Wife begs me to forgive. I know why she wants a second chance, she'll be homeless, ex-brother is homeless. I've been with my wife for 4 years. I don't believe in family anymore. My brother was the last relative I counted on. He can rot for all I care. I was warned. Don't marry American women. But I'm an American myself. But that American women are the most trifling human beings in the world. I believe that now. Comment 1. Hell yeah. Grieve and forgive yourself. This story boils my blood, considering I have only one family member I trust. I have 2 sisters, but I have not spoken to them in years, and quite a big family I just don't talk to because they are so judgmental and always knew me better than myself, which always affected me, but they never really cared about me or loved me. Comment 2. I didn't know this was a thing with American women. Plenty of us treat our husbands well and get cheated on. I've been married 16 years and have never even flirted with another man. Sorry this happened to you. Thankfully, there are no kids involved and you can start fresh. If you decide to go for another serious relationship, it isn't that hard to find a loyal woman. I'm pretty sure we outnumber the bad seeds. Next story. I just found out that my brother has been perving on my wife. Background: my brother has been staying with us since lockdown, after his university closed. He couldn't stay with our parents because they just sold the house and moved to a 1-bedroom apartment, and our sister lives in a different part of the country. He was the oops baby, so I hope that explains the age gap. My wife and I have a 5-bedroom home but currently don't have children yet. We decided to adopt 2 kids in our 40s, so we let him stay here. My brother has always been different. He's a bit of a loner and doesn't have a lot of friends outside of his online group. He's a shy geeky kid, but he's otherwise alright, or so I thought, when you get to know him. So here's what happened. The Wi-Fi doesn't quite reach my brother's room, so he usually does his schoolwork and other stuff in the dining room. A few nights ago, I was walking to the fridge after waking up in the middle of the night. Wife and I sleep early, and saw my brother working on something out, and as I got closer, I saw a very compromising picture of my wife, cleavage shot as she was gardening. He noticed me and quickly closed the window like he was watching porn. I was too shell-shocked to say anything at that time, and he just smiled awkwardly and ran to his room with the laptop. When I realized that something was up, I knew I had to find out. The next day, I asked my brother to pick up some groceries and some lunch for us, and while he was away, I went to his room, something I've never done since he moved, and, well, it wasn't pretty. I saw a couple of my wife's bras and some of her panties, which I can only assume he used to pleasure himself. I took his laptop and fuck it, decided to snoop. I knew his password cause I borrowed his Crunchyroll account to watch this anime my friend recommended. I don't usually watch anime. There I saw some of the most sickening entries I've read. There were pictures of my wife in a towel, her working out, her in compromising positions, etc. All taken without her consent by the looks of it. The fucker even logs every time he touches himself to the image of my wife. The creepiest part? He sometimes listens in on us when we have sex. My wife can be a bit loud, but we didn't think it would be a problem since his bedroom was in a different part of the house, guest bedroom. I left the room feeling like I needed a shower. It was absolutely disgusting. Now I don't know what to do. I find myself fighting the urge to pummel him into next week every time I see him. I haven't told my wife yet cause I'm 100% sure she will feel violated and disgusted, so I want to find the best solution first before doing so. I so desperately want to kick him out, but he has nowhere else to go. Even if I do, what should I tell my parents? The truth? This will most likely break the family apart. I do plan on telling my wife soon, but if I do, I can almost guarantee she would want nothing to do with him and would never want to visit the family if he's around. I'm so fucking lost right now. Any advice will help. Still fighting the urge to beat my brother to a bloody pulp. Edit, if you're wondering, I did take pictures as proof. Small update, I told my wife. The Redditors who said I should tell her first before anything cause she was the victim were absolutely right. I'm giving her all the power to decide what to do about it. A lot has happened, but there are still things that need to be settled. Too long to add here and too incomplete to make a new update post. Hopefully we'll have everything settled tomorrow or the day after. I'll write the update once everything is settled and I calmed down. No, I'm not going to beat up my brother, but I have thought about it. And to the people asking for the pics. You're disgusting. Hope the women in your life are proud of you. That's my wife, please have some respect. Comment 1. The only reason you busted him that night was because he was working in the part of the house with Wi-Fi. No way he would risk having that laptop out of his bedroom unless he needed the internet. I hope it's not true, but those pics are likely now in places other than just the laptop. Comment 2. If he took those pictures in a private residence, or in a location which a person has a reasonable expectation of privacy, and those pictures were taken without consent, then legally he's violated her rights in taking those images. I'm not sure what the specific laws the police would use, but the brother would be in trouble and the images can be seized. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, hit like. If you would like to see more, feel free to subscribe.